The 10th-ranked Loyola Greyhounds have been the class of the Patriot League. The unit has claimed 3 of the last 4 Patriot League tournament titles. Their opposition tonight, the Bucknell University Bison, a young squad that's still trying to find its footing as they've lost 5 in a row in conference play. With that, I say hello, everyone. I'm Justin Antweil here from Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium. The Bucknell Bison's best player has been their junior goalkeeper, Jamie DeWitt, coming off a career-high 17-save performance in the tough loss against Boston last weekend. She's 10th in the nation in saves per game at just north of 11 per contest. As for the Loyola Greyhounds, there are a plethora of weapons on this squad that's qualified for the NCAA tournament in 6 of the last 7 years. Let's start with Livy Rosenswag. The freshman has 29 goals, 21 assists, and 56 draw controls won this year. When we come back, we're going to have the opening draw, Bucknell and Loyola. 14th all-time meeting. Loyola, they've won every single one. Can Bucknell crack the code? We'll find out next on Stadium and the Patriot League Network. A turnover right in front of the pipes, but a bad break for Loyola. Another save by DeWitt. Great concentration. Holy Cross trying to turn defense into offense here. And another goal from Drudick. She went 12 games without a goal, then scores 2 goals in the span of 3 minutes. 0 for 8 on free position opportunities this afternoon. Morgan Steinhacker has a goal. Winds, fires, bounces it in. Finally, the Bison breakthrough. Good pass, slinging it in. It's Mary Margaret Kenny, the 6th different Bison to score today. The cerebral sophomore fires it in. Bucknell's within 1. They were down by as many as 7 with 15 minutes remaining. So each team has won a draw control thus far as they'll joust for position, putting the ball in between their sticks. It's Karen Blaine. She'll blow the whistle. Here we go. Morgan Steinhacker able to scoop it up. Those long strides by the 5'11" Steinhacker. The feed back to Steinhacker. Little give and go action, and it was broken up. They tried the give and go on that sequence with Galzanaro. This will be a new opportunity here for Eve Calabria. Highly touted freshman, leads the team in goals. Bucknell's working it clockwise. Galzanaro cuts in. Shot easily saved from Maloney. Maloney saves 43% of the shots that come her way. Now 87 saves on the season. 8th all-time in school history in saves. This is her 3rd year as a starter. Riley Burkholtz notches the clear. And here's some high percentage passes with Holy Cross. Holy Cross just 1 road win on the season. That was at Stetson in DeLand, Florida. They outlasted the Hatters 14-8 back on March 4th. Hopefully they found some good dining in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Just glad the weather held up. It's about 40 degrees. Scattered sun, scattered clouds, kind of off and on here at Christy Matthews Memorial Stadium. But about 2 days ago, they were worried about a nor'easter hitting this weekend in Lewisburg. And there was thoughts that this game could be moved potentially to Sunday. Would have been chaos. But the weather held up. Pretty pleasant outside. A bit windy down in the field. I was down in the field talking to the coach before the game as we got a foul deep inside. And it's pretty windy down there. About 8-mile-per-hour winds. You can see the red cheeks on some of the faces. It'll be an opportunity here for Keely Connors, who has one of the 2 Holy Cross goals thus far. Darts in, blitzes it past Jamie DeWitt. Keely Connors, team leading 27th goal this season. That was too easy. What a year for the junior. Just a nondescript first 2 years with the Crusaders, and she's finally spreading her wings. 5 goals last year. She has 2 goals in this game. We're not even 5 minutes in, 27 on the season. So 3-0 Holy Cross leads Bucknell. I'm Justin Antweil here in the first half from Christy Mathewson Memorial Stadium. Draw controls have been an emphasis in practice for Coach Steele's club. They've only won 78. That's 52 fewer than any other team in the Patriot League. Boston has the next fewest at 130. And that draw control is won by Morgan Steinhacker. So they're practicing, and it's paying dividends in the game. Getting shoved in the corner was Lily Hunt. Calabria was double teamed. She's at the top of the Holy Cross scouting report. Got to contain the freshman. Steinhacker with a whip. Pass intended for Calabria, couldn't handle it. 50-50 ball. Oh, what a wise pickup right there by Sarah Doler. It's a goal. Galzanero. Off balance. Strike. And the Bison are on the board. Just over 5 minutes in. That was all set up on the rebound from Doler to keep that possession alive after Calabria couldn't handle it deep inside. Steinhacker and Van Thoff will joust for position as soon as Jen Murphy aligns the sticks properly. I mentioned how Van Thoff has won 8 draw control. She's now won 85 on the season. That's 4th most in a single season in Loyola lacrosse history. And there's still 2 regular season games to go, plus the Patriot League Conference Tournament, and maybe even the NCAA Tournament, as Loyola tries to go to the NCAA Tournament for the 7th time in the last 8 years. But when I was studying up on Van Thoff, she's such an interesting student athlete. You know, we talked earlier about how her sister was such a prolific player, Loyola class of 2015, now the assistant coach of the University of Florida, a 3-time All-American. Well, her sister Taryn and her, they grew up on an 85-acre farm in central New York. Livonia, New York, a town of just 7,000. And on that 85-acre farm, their parents had an apple orchard. And so when the apples would fall from the tree, the girls, Taylor and Taryn, would scoop the apples up. That's how they practiced picking up ground balls, ground apples. And that's why they became such great lacrosse players. Scooping up apples in their backyard growing up. Instead of a lacrosse ball, they played catch with apples. They ended up earning Division I scholarships, come from a blue-collar family, and these young women are some of the best lacrosse players in the last 10 years in the sport.